Welcome to Let's Play Super Bonk 2. In my ongoing quest to do all of the Bonk games, we are brought to Super Bonk 2, released only in Japan. Though I do have a translation patch, not that there's not all that much text. Now, this game has changed significantly from every other Bonk game, so I'm gonna go ahead and do the training just to show off what's changed. Now, this Bonk game is kinda like the black sheep of the Bonk family. Personally, I do not like this game. Same stuff as always. Pink ones have fruit in them, which give you life back. You can jump on the yellow ones. Now, just like in the first Super Bonk, you can bonk the flowers to put them on your head. Unlike the other Bonk games, you can actually walk through flowers. Interesting enough. And meat! Now, the meat in this game works differently from every other Bonk game, and this is one of the reasons that I'm not terribly fond of the game. Whee! There's another kind of neat thing you can do, but I'll get to that in a second. If you jump in water, as this thing tells us, we lose our fury power. You get the yeah, you can bounce on water if you bonk on it quick, though. Interesting. Now, this is something else that was kind of added to the game, are the small heart containers, which gave us just a very small extra little piece of heart there. By double tapping, you can run, and then maybe not run into a wall, but press down. I said press down. There we go. And slide under things. You can bonk off walls. Now this is where we show off how the meat differs in this game from the other games. For one, this never wears off. Which you'd think would be kind of neat, but instead of like the other games where you get meat and it just makes you more powerful, kind of a power-up, so to say. In this game, there is only one stage, but there's a whole lot of different ones, so it's just kind of different power-ups. You get green meat there, you turn into Thief Bonk, you can press a button, and throw smileys. Then there is the pink meat, which changes you into a girl bonk. Now, as the girl bonk, you can... If I could figure out how... You know what, I'm just gonna hit this. That's what I was doing. I'm hitting there. One of the reasons this game is kind of considered the black sheep of the Bonk family is because... You get this, you can turn into Chicken Bonk and fly. Is for one, the meat system changes dramatically. Now, not only does it change it dramatically, but the whole mood of the game is a much more silly, goofy kind of tone that really just doesn't feel like the other Bonk games. I mean, it actually feels more like they took some Air Zone and took it backwards into a Bonk game. Now, let's see here. Our next power-up here is the shovel. Also, at half these power-ups, they give you an unnecessarily large number of different power-ups, and many of them are atrocious. The drill never works for anything. I mean, it's like you can look up and go, how many of these smileys did I miss? And you really can't go back and get any of them. You can only dig down. Now, they didn't even keep the different size candy, so you can get like blue candy, red candy, change size. Now, red candy works just like any other power-up, turning you into Tiny Bonk, which you can then press a button and yell out your rage. And you know, how about jumping when I hit the button in the right way? Now this thing here says something about items that help against bosses. Overall, this game is a very large case of fixing what ain't broke. They essentially decided to reinvent the Bonk game. Heaven knows why they decided to do this, but, and as I mentioned, I'm really not very fond of this game. That one tells you that in certain places in the game you can bonk and get secrets, like right here. I was on top of it, but that was an extra life. Now, yet another power-up are these glasses, which turn you into some kind of frog bonk, and I can go back and get these. Now, as Frog Bonk, you can hit the button and shoot out your tongue and get stuff. Now, that seems kind of nice to get stuff like that, but its better use is going straight up. And getting stuff that way. That one tells you that if you get 100 of these smileys, you get a 1-up. Good to know. Then they have halfway points, so if you die, you get sent back to those. And thus ends the tutorial, and you can see this game is rather different from the other Bonk games. And you'll see what I mean by mood here in a second, but one of the reasons I was kind of putting off doing this game is because, to be honest, I didn't really want to do it. I don't like this game. Now, train, that's the exact same thing I just did, so game. Now, they also introduced this world map, which I guess I'm kinda give and take with it. It's not bad, but personally I'm not all that fond of it. No idea what that says. And apparently they're throwing things at me. I'm going to go hide in a corner and hope I don't get hit. There we are. Now, one thing that this game, or one thing that may not be terribly obvious is that the Bonk games do actually have some kind of canon to them. They do actually take place one after the other and affect, or one game does affect what happens in the other one. And this game kind of disregards that, so who knows when this game took place. You'd think it took place after Super Bonk 1, but not necessarily. Get it off me! Get it off me! Can I hit you from here? With fire? Granted, I did the tutorial here, so we're probably not going to cover much in the way of game progress, but, oh crap, get me out. There we are. I don't want to lose my power-up, so up yours. Now, granted, the first Super Bonk actually did take kind of a more goofy tone to it. But at the same time, it still never felt too obscure. It still felt like a Bonk game. This one seemed to take that and went way overboard with it. I appear to have reached the end of the stage. And we're introduced to the various bosses of the game. You see 5 of them there, all living in that tiny little thing in the sky. I don't know what you do. Some of them have a clam, and they can do stuff to you. Yeah, there he is. Come back here. And let me bonk thee. I'll also say the controls are really slippery. To be perfectly honest, this isn't... It's not a bad game. I think if it weren't if it didn't have the bonk title to it, it would merely be mediocre. But considering it's a bonk game, I have to think about it... Or I'm thinking about it as Super Bonk 2, exactly what it is. And to be honest, it really doesn't feel like a bonk game. So, what are you gonna do? For completion's sake, I'm doing it anyway, and I didn't want that because I really like double jump. But that's okay. Where's the ground? Aha! Victory is mine. Thankfully, with the bonking on the water, you can actually, ow. Okay, dang it. Hey, stuff. I will say the bonking on the water, this game did a lot of things wrong, but it also did a couple things okay. I actually really like the bonking on the water bit. And believe it or not, this is a mini-boss, which we have to beat before we're allowed to proceed. The Falls! I don't know what's down there. I don't know if I want to find out. Can I think it's safe. And you can't hit those fish. Give. Venus Bonk Trap, he returns. Also, you can duck in this game. How about that? Couldn't duck in any other bonk game. And I guess, as I've said before, the game just changed so much from the other bonk games. Hey, stuff. Like a heart. See a little room behind the waterfall here. What's inside? Can I have a thing? I can have smileys. I apparently got over 100, so I've got an extra life at some point. So did I only start with 2 lives? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But I do not like you. Get off me, get off me, get off me! You know what? I'll go for him, because there's totally a cloud underneath him that I can bounce off of. And then go in a couple more doors here, which may or may not have useful things in them. Like this one, which totally has a 1-up. And now I have 4 of them. 4 1-ups! Did I just start with 2, maybe? Okay, that one's breathing. As is normal in bonk games, if you see one of those small plants that is not breathing, it is indeed a Venus Bonk Trap. And I totally expect the enemies from the other bonk games, the electric fish that jump out of the water. How about you? Are you breathing? Nope, I'm gone. These giant, goofy-looking fish here. Now, I'm not... Ah, crap, get away from me. That log is angry. If you stand too long on the water, you will fall. And if memory serves, the logs only come down at one place, so you're safe as long as you pay attention. Checkpoint! Is there something over here? Because I see a cloud. Now, I'm finding this, as slippery as the controls are, when you do the jump bonk, it's kind of hard to aim yourself. So I'm finding more often than not I actually get hurt doing that. The jump bonk does do a lot more damage, but yeah, if I'm getting hurt, then what's the point? And I am jumping here because, as I said at one point earlier, or maybe I was trying to say and got interrupted, I don't know. If you stand on it too long, you will fall through the water, and who wants to fall through the water? Heck yeah, double jump! If it would let me double jump. There we go. Kinda, sorta, maybe. Fruit heals you. Of course. You wanna stick your head out there so I can bonk you? Because I kinda wanna not get hit? It's a dude! Now if you jump on him, he flies you up, and he looks all funny like. God dang it, I hit the jump button! Yeah, I guess it would be a little nice if the double jump would work or something. How about in here? Yeah, I don't care. I guess the only real problem with the double jump is when you do the jump bonk in the air, it's a little hard to tell where the ground, or whether or not you're up or down. I mean, it's not bad, yep. It's not bad if you pay attention, but still. And thus we occurred our first boss. And I totally didn't get an item to weaken him because I don't know where it is. And he totally attacks you with this thing. Oh wait, no, I totally did get it. You can get multiple of the item though, because I know I saw another one of these that I didn't get. So now, what's he gonna do? What do you got for me? That did nothing. Take that. And that. This is gonna be easy if you keep doing this. Ah! Now what he does is he slowly cuts out sections of the... Yo, what's it? He cuts out sections of the log below, so he will actually cut out sections and you can fall. Hooray! And we can see a small crown behind barred doors. And thus we enter stage 2 of the game, where we're gonna fight I don't know, a stone-looking dude. But, as I was kind of mentioning with the storyline, and not entirely sure where this sits, after the first Super Bonk, King Drool got sent back in time and stuck behind some weird jail thing way back in time. Whereas here, he's apparently in the present behind a jail door that's locked by the keys that these 5 guys have for some absurd reason. And I'm pretty sure they follow King Drool, so why don't they just unlock it themselves? Either way, I don't know, the game makes no sense. Until next time, everyone.